Good morning, it's Arena, and it's a beautiful day in San Antonio. Um, yeah, I kind of like these vocal only songs just to hear. I've seen the one for Something in the Way by Nirvana, and they just cut out all the music, and all you can hear is the vocal, and it is so beautiful. So I have that one of Nirvana, and then I have Alice in Chains Nutshell, vocal only, but I've never heard it just vocal only on the Alice in Chains song. So let's go ahead and check them out. They're small, you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and start with Something in a Way.
Something in the Way was definitely the hardest track to record in Nevermind. After 3 or 4 takes of trying to cut it live in the main room, it just wasn't happening. Kurt came into the control room. Out of frustration, he sat on the couch and he basically said, it needs to sound like this. He laid in his back and he started playing the guitar, and he was barely singing. It was coming out almost a whisper. I was like, okay, stop.
It was a pain in the ass when I would be putting on the unplugged version to go to sleep on my CD player, and you can't hear hardly any of the vocal until it gets toward the chorus or in the chorus.
Stop. And I quick grabbed a couple mics and plugged them in. I unplugged the phone, I turned the fans off in the tape machine, and said, this is it, just do what you think you need to do right now. And I literally held my breath for 3 minutes while he sang it. I mean, it was so quiet, and yet it was so powerful. And that was the core of the track. It's very mournful, very quiet. Coming up on the second verse, again, gets very, very quiet. I'll bring in some of the instrumentation here. As we went back and overdubbed, it was very difficult for both Chris and Dave to do the drums and bass, because with no click track, the timing was kind of all over the place. And I think I tortured him on it. Literally, at some points, we punched bar by bar just to make sure it was really languid. When Dave was doing the drums, Kurt was in the back of the control room saying, quieter, and I think it's in his nature to hit hard. But he played it very mellow, very understated. And they were recorded in Studio B at Sound City, which is a dead, dry room compared to the big live room. Add the high harmonies in the chorus.
Nice.
Last, we brought in Kirk Canning to do a cello.
If you know me, the cello is my favorite instrument of all time.
And he had the same problem that Chris did, trying to get the track in tune to Kurt's funky 5-string acoustic. So the track is a little out of tune, but that gives it kind of the eeriness, or it helps with it, gives it a lot of character. Very mournful cello sound.
That's it. Thought I saw more on that. Okay. I've heard of a video with the only, like the vocal only, and it was very haunting. I'll have to find that one, the full version of it, before I've had it before. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this one. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with it, but a lot of people have heard Nutshell on MTV Unplugged because the whole thing was just phenomenal. Both bands did a great job. So let's check it out.
We chase misprinted lies. We face the path of time, and yet I fight, this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to go home.
Makes a complete difference. It's just still sad for both of them are gone and all that. I'm not trying to be all mournful or dramatic or anything. I didn't really listen to Alice in Chains as much when I was in the 90s. You know what I mean? I liked the songs, but I was really big into Nirvana more so. But I love them both, but they're both two completely different artists, but there's a lot of similarities, not with their voices, but the mood, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of Alice in Chains songs that I haven't heard. I've heard pretty much everything with Nirvana. I've got the album, CDs, tapes, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just hook me up with some comments on the Alice in Chains and see if there's any songs that I have not heard that was on the radio all the time. Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
My gift of self is rape. My privacy is rape. And yet I find repeating in my head, if I can be my own, I'd feel better dead.
So sad. I've gone in situations like that because I'm manic depression, and a slew of other things. I'm actually I'm kind of a crazy bitch, you know what I mean? But I go get my counseling every 3 months and get my prescriptions, and I'm pretty leveled out right now. I'll go through phases where I don't want to talk to anybody, and I shut down and don't talk to my friends or family or anything like that because I don't want to be a burden or a bummer. You know what I mean? Let's continue. All right, that was just something small, something to do for the day. I'm still recovering from this bug I got. Thank goodness it was only like 24 hours, but I mean, I'm doing a lot better, but still, I don't feel the best. So, doing little small things. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the video, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.